Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angora, and on this channel we talk about everything personal finance and personal development. If that's your vibe, please hit the subscribe button and join the community. So the last 8 months I've been trying to shift my mindset from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, and it's been a journey. But along this journey, I have learned certain things that I want to share with you guys today. So I'll start by saying that I come from a very humble background. And I think when you come from a humble background, you really face life from a scarcity mentality. Because all you know is, lacking. All you know is balancing A and B, because you can't have both A and B at the same time. Like, you limit yourself to opportunities, to money, to even sometimes relationships, because you just think that I have to hold on to this one thing and there's nothing better out there for me. There's no enough money out there. There's no enough opportunities out there. So whatever I have to hold on to it. Even if it stopped serving you, you still hold on to it, because that is the attitude and the mentality that was instilled in you. So your brain lives in, this fear that you're going to wake up tomorrow and somehow everything would have vanished. Like, today's successes cannot be celebrated today and tomorrow and the next week. Like, you just feel like you have 20 minutes to celebrate your success, and then you have to keep working hard. You have to keep grinding so that you can continue to have this success, because success only comes when you work really hard every single day. But that is not the situation for a lot of people who didn't grow up with that mindset. So I was listening to Alicia Keys, not her music, but her YouTube channel, which I love. And she was sharing a passage from her book. And she was sharing about the moment that she had to start thinking from an abundance perspective. Like, the moment when she had to shift from her scarcity mentality to an abundance mentality. And I was just like, surely, like, what could Alicia Keys teach me about lacking? Because I assumed like somebody like her has no idea what, lack is. But, she shared her story, and I was like, oh wow, like, even her, she had to really think and practice this. And so having an abundance mindset is something that you have to practice. And she shared something that resonated with me, and something that I have really been trying to practice or think about life from that sense, and that is, you attract more or less of what you want by how you choose to interact with it. When she said that, I was like, wow. I was like, how do I want to show up in my own life? How do I want to show up in life outside there? How do I want to show up in my relationships, friendships, in my career? Like, how do I want to show up? Do I want to show up thinking that I could have a thriving career, I could have a thriving friendships and relationships, I could have, all the money that is, I want, not meaning that, you can just wake up and you have all the money, but thinking that there is enough money out there and you can do things to access it. It's not like it's, only accessible to a few people, but it's accessible to you as well. That's how I started thinking about it. And those were the questions I started asking myself. And it's been a journey of 8 months. I'm still really like practicing and trying to be intentional about having this mindset when I face things in life. It's helped to reduce the anxiety of, like, oh my gosh, today things are good, but tomorrow things might not. I'm choosing to focus on, today's here, it's great. Let's plan for the future, which is also going to be great. Instead of, how I've been the last 20 something years, where I was like, oh my gosh, today is great, but what could go wrong? Things could go wrong any minute. I could get sick any minute. My life could turn around. I've never thought of like, oh, my life could turn around for the better in a minute. I always thought that it would be like, oh wow, my life could turn around and just be terrible. I could get sick. I could lose I don't know, it's just, it was always from a scarcity perspective and never from I could get all these blessings and, you know, be better tomorrow. So after being on this journey for about 8 months now, there are 3 things that I've learned that have been impactful for me. And there are things that I am trying to be continuously intentional in my journey to shifting my perspective. And the first thing is, things come and go. The moment I realized that money comes and goes, careers come and go, relationships, friendships, everything, they come and go. And when they go, something better could come tomorrow. It doesn't always mean that when they go and you never get anything else. The moment I realized that that is just how life works, I became less anxious about what life has to offer tomorrow, because I was like, you know, I could lose it today, but tomorrow something even better will show up. Something even more fulfilling will be there, and I just have to look forward to that when I am experiencing the loss today. So when it comes to money, I think that, you know, you should think about your money, think about how to grow it, think about how to take advantage of what you have today to grow what you want tomorrow. Take advantage of, you know, like everything that is at your disposal to try and, you know, make more money tomorrow or grow whatever you have, instead of holding on to this that you have today and saying that if I spend even $5 out of this, then I will always have $5 less. The second thing that I learned is that what you focus on expands. You know how sometimes when you're thinking about something, you start seeing more of it? You know, if you're thinking about buying a red car, you start seeing a lot of red cars. If you're thinking about buying a house, you now instantly see all these like houses that are on sale. If you're thinking of starting to work out, you start noticing like workout clothes, or you start noticing people that are in great shape. That is just how life works. So what you choose to focus on, your brain makes room for more of it. You start noticing more of it. So with everything else in life, if you choose to focus on it, chances are your brain is gonna expand and make more space for that thing, and then you're gonna work on it in, you know, ways you didn't work on that thing before, and then make it actually, you know, come to life. And that realization was just like, I mean, we kind of know those things, but you don't really apply them in your life, like in your everyday life, because there's so much that your brain has to sort through. So it's all a matter of focusing on, you know, this year I want to be this, and that's really all you really focus on. You make room for that thing, you work hard to become that, and then, you know, you will realize that the universe just makes it happen. And it's not like the universe makes it happen out of the blues. It's because you made room for it, and it, you know, expanded in your life, and now you get it, and you're just like, oh wow, like the universe made this possible. No, you made it possible. You worked hard. You imagined life as that thing. Like, you literally worked so hard to make this moment happen for you. And so if you want to live an abundance life, like if you want to be somebody who thinks from an abundance perspective, you understand that, you know what, if I focus on this, it's gonna expand and I'm gonna get it, instead of, well, I don't have enough, I don't have the time, I don't do this, all these limitations and excuses, and then things never happen for you, and you continue thinking in that scarcity mindset. Yet there are people who are taking advantage of, you know, like, I can get this if I focus on it. I can get this if I try to do this. I can get this if I reach out to this person and they can help me, they can direct me. If I try to be in spaces where people who have this exist and I want that access, I'm gonna go and be in proximity with those people so that I can learn one or two things on how to achieve this. The third and last thing I learned is that you have to live life with an open palm. If you live your life with a closed fist like this, you're blocking your own blessings. And I want to talk about this from a charitable perspective. When you live your life holding more for yourself, constantly holding more and protecting everything that you have, and feeling like you just have to keep immersing more for yourself, then you lose the ability to get the blessings that are meant for you. You have to be open to let go of things that are not for you. You have to be open to give, to be the blessing that other people need in their lives, so that your blessings can also reach you. I don't mean that your blessings will never reach you unless you give, but sometimes giving means that you have a life where you're just open, and you're open to receive, you're open to give, and you also understand that things come and go. So don't be the type of person who's just like, since I have, this amount of money, I just have to keep growing it. Sometimes you just have to be like, I need to give to this person who has nothing, or who has a quarter of what I have. Be the blessing that somebody else needs, so that you can also receive your blessings from somebody else who is, has more than you do. I just believe that that's the cycle of life. And I also think that it really is the abundance mindset that we have to have as human beings, knowing that it comes and goes, and sometimes it goes because I want to give it, not that because I lost it. It goes because I am choosing to bless someone else, and I know that I'm blessing somebody else because I have so many blessings coming my way that I need to also give to other people. So those are the 3 things I've learned about having an abundance mindset, and I want to challenge you today. If you live life with that fear and anxiety of losing what you have today, just think about it. Just be like, is this truly how, especially if you're a believer, is this truly how we should live our lives? Or is this just something that we impart upon ourselves and we're just like scared of losing? People lose things all the time. Like, people lose money all the time, and somehow those people that lose things, you see them like back up, in a couple years. You realize that people that have more always are okay, or they have understood the fear and the possibility of losing it all. And once they know that they can lose it all, then they show up in life knowing that they can get it all. Let's live life like that. Thank you for watching, and come back next week for another video. Bye!